Welcome to the Awaken Energy. I'm Skeed. Today, during this energy activation session, we're just going to be talking a little bit about the types of energy. Because there's so much misunderstanding out there. But before we begin the conversation, just reach out and connect to your screen and feel this energy. Some people ask me, is the energy in these videos, the same as having a group session or a private session? Is it the same as having it online or in person? These are great questions. Obviously, for obvious reasons, the most powerful you can have is an in-person private session. But unless you have someone close to you who does the sessions, unless you live close to me or are willing to fly to come and visit me for sessions, which if you wish to do, you're more than welcome. But if you can't do that, then we go online. So is there a difference between private sessions and group sessions? Yes, there is. Because in a group session, I can either concentrate on each person individually for the time. Let's say it's a 60-minute session. If you divide that by, say, 10 people, I can only actually control deeply one person. Well, it works out 6 minutes each, doesn't it? That would be with prana. With light body and Shaktipat, or the cosmic connection, it is controlling the space within the group. So you do get, of course, the full 60 minutes. The twist to this as a group session is if it is a powerful group and then all the energies are combined, sometimes group sessions can actually be more powerful than individual sessions, depending on who the person doing the activation session is. So then this energy that I'm sending you, if we compare that to an individual session, what is the difference? Well, here I can send you energy through me. You can feel the energy. However, in a private session, it's not about my energy. It's about your energy. So I can connect to your energy and then raise your energy, which is very, very different to just receiving my energy. They're two different things. If I can connect to your energy and add that to sort of my energy, it makes it even more powerful. So yes, there is a difference between this video and having a private or a group session. Yes, there is a slight difference online to in person, but we have to work with what we've got. So I said we were going to talk about the different types of energy. We have what they call Reiki. We have what they call Kundalini activation energy, which is prana. You have Shaktipat, or Kundalini awakened energy from someone who has awakened their Kundalini. You have light body energy, and you have tantric energy. When it boils down to it, they are all forms of prana, because prana means energy or chi. The difference is there are different frequencies of energy. So you have what they call the cosmic frequency of Kundalini, the sexual energy of Tantra, and the auric energy of light body. Of course, the Kundalini is within the body. The auric energy is from outside the body. So they are all just different frequencies, and they react differently to different people. So someone who is, for example, a very sexual person, tantric energy will be very powerful for you. So much so that prana, Kundalini, or light body could stimulate your tantric energy. However, someone who isn't very sexual, they might have more of a challenge with the pranic bit. And if they're a very mental person, then the Kundalini might be better. However, of course, if we really want to master our energies, we have to master all of them, don't we? The more we master, the more we can awaken. I just wanted to give you a little explanation. So prana is that energy healing. They call it the Kundalini activation energy because it clears the blockages, aligns your body, aligns your chakras, preparing you for a Kundalini activation. From someone who's been awakened, it's going to be that cosmic energy. It's like the next level up, as it were. And that will connect you in. And that is where we have the realm of the cities, the mental powers, of the visions, of the downloads. We have the light body, which connects us to the spirit energies. Of course, it's not one starts here and stops here and the next one starts here and stops here. They do all intermingle. As I said, a sexual person, even if they go to a powerful Reiki healer, could end up having an energy orgasm just because they're a sexual person. So it's not a clear-cut black and white thing. This is energy. Think of a rainbow. It's not yellow is yellow and orange and blue is blue. The colours fade into each other. They overlap depending on the individual person. That's why everybody's experiences of these different frequencies will be different. We can use tantric energy, pranic energy. They are sort of like the base energies to awaken our Kundalini energy, to awaken our light body energies. They are the more esoteric, ethereal, higher level energies. But it will depend on what you're looking for. We could compare it to the Matrix, the blue pill and the red pill. Of course, you watch the movie and everybody says, I'm going to take the red pill. But when it boils down to it, most people actually don't. Most people are actually quite comfortable just healing their bodies, receiving perhaps a sexual energy of Tantra, and just feeling more comfortable in themselves. When explained to people, a full Kundalini awakening, you literally feel as though your consciousness is being sucked out of your body as you go into an astral projection. A lot of people have fear for that, and that's absolutely fine. You don't have to go to those higher levels. You go to where you want. You do the work you want that you're ready for. Even if you come and do my course, whilst my course, the light body activation course, granted, you might not have full access to light body energy if you don't fully awaken your Kundalini, but you will gain access to it. So if you are the type of person that doesn't actually, when it boils down to it, want to take the red pill, they want the blue pill, that's fine. So you can come and do the course. You can learn about your internal energies, moving them, controlling them, mastering them, becoming a powerful energy healer, becoming powerful, connecting yourself without having to fully awaken your Kundalini until perhaps one day you reach a level that you're ready for it. It could be 6 months, it could be 5 years, when you're ready. You might wish to try some private sessions, whether it's a group session. I'm now offering group sessions individually. You can check out my website, theawakeningenergy.com. So I have monthly subscriptions to group sessions, but also individual sessions. So you can just try one. Of course, I also have the private sessions for those who wish to go deeper, stronger, have a real deep connection. But of course, it also depends on budgets. I get that. And still feel this energy flowing, still connected to it. And of course, the energy I didn't mention in all of this is the energy of darshan, the one, the deepest level, where you connect to me to take you to a level of samadhi. That really is, as far as I am aware, the highest level there is within